It's also taking a toll on them in that direction.
The group is also planning to put up a modern toilet facility for the community.
Away from the health sector, let's focus on the Xmas festivities. And of course, TV personality and news editor here at GH1 TV, Nanaba Anamwa, together with television presenter and lawyer Sandra Ankobia, on Christmas Day drove through the national capital to feed the country's police officers who continue to ensure the safety of citizens at all times. According to the duo, the move is a show of appreciation to the gallant officers who are often not recognized for their hard work. Christmas is a season of love and sharing, and a lot of the times, the beneficiary groups are the underprivileged in society. However, moving from one police checkpoint to the other, the two simply changed the narrative.
If we go out every year and we're giving to the underprivileged are safe in our country because our police personnel work very hard. Today is Christmas Day. They are here working. They are on the streets ensuring that there is sanity, there is peace, there is tranquility in this country. So what a better way to say thank you for the service and the dedication throughout the year. So Sandra and I decided that this is a perfect day to reach out to them, to let them know how much we appreciate them, and also fuel the Christmas as well, because they're here working. No drinks, no water, nothing. So we want them to know that we love them.
You can see that the package is quite heavy.
Oh, it's just Christmas lunch. I mean, it's nothing extraordinary, it's just Christmas lunch. And they're here, they are working, it's Christmas Day, and we just want them to also feel appreciated and also enjoy the Christmas spirit.
Police officers at the airport division, who also received their share of the Xmas lunch package, were very excited. At the East Legon District Police Command, some 20 officers benefited from the Xmas lunch package. Chief Crime Officer for the East Legon District Police Command, DSP Abena Benewa, on behalf of the officers, expressed gratitude to Nanaba Namwa and Sandra Ankobia.
Most of the time, people will bring food and other parcels to the inmates, but this is the first time somebody has thought about police officers and has done us this great favor. We are most grateful. We are working throughout. We came in the morning and we are still here, so we are grateful that you have considered our welfare. So.
Let's take you to Papase, a community in the central region, and see how they mark the day. Now, my colleague Nabil Ahmed Rufai has returned from the community and reports that children there are not sure of the significance of Christmas, even though they are excited about the occasion.
Christmas is here again, a time for merrymaking. But have you ever wondered how those at the outskirts of Accra celebrate Christmas? I'm here at Papase, a community in the central region, to find out how people here celebrate their Christmas. Not much activity going on here at Papase for children who have gathered to chat while they wait for their mother to serve them a meal. Christmas is just a day to eat their favorite meals, fufu and rice with chicken.
Jogging and I call jogging. Claudiana says, Bah, and see, bring a head
Incidentally, then I'm moody D and I'm moody day.
And you so and I buff, and I say a bit.
A day, Johnny.
And
a day.
And I corner.
Okay.
Into your fufu. Fufuna in Catungquan.
Into Boyano, Meniagiana said that Muniagiana. Elsewhere within the community, these boys also while away time as they enjoy the time of school on a Monday afternoon. Samuel Mensah tells me they marked the day with a keep fit exercise in the morning and will end the day by eating rice with chicken.
Bruno, I said, after I go Bruno,
but Bruno says, see, di Bruno, saying.
Tis a year and Yaku flu.
Now, on him say, and ne Bruno, ye di a yesu awoda.
David.
Oh, intende me catch you say see di bronya e che say e Yesu awoda. Nti so bi bisa wa obe catch and say bronya no ase che ni den.
Obi bisa me catch and say bronya awoda. Yesu awoda.
So still in the Papasi community, and I'm here to meet the Assin family to find out how they are celebrating the Christmas. And I'm here with Mrs. Assin. Into then for Tenamoe.
Maybe I will fufu. Before na if it's a fiasco, I say a baby a kayano.
Into fufu na way.
I feel a divantiness just so.
And my uncle and crochet. Oh, okay. Inti tambena idanu ne bebe.
Edianu no. See I who dey me fan say be 15 minutes time na be.
But 15 minutes time dey enti me nche.
Sawo.
Inti enti me nche ade na mbembe mai and the bronya ade na mbembe mai.
Oh, and the bronya ni ade ba ma mo dey. Aye nyame de ye beje bibi kakra ma no ye we kube ho ye wonsa ho ye betumi ama mu bi
yo me da say all right okay me da say okay, so this is my Christmas present from the Assin family. I couldn't wait to get the fufu, but then we'll make do with this coconut. Thank you so much.
And I think Nabil doesn't deserve that coconut alone. I would definitely go to Papasi and get my share. Let's now move to the capital, where Christians have been admonished to live in harmony as they celebrate the birth of Christ. Some Ghanaians, mostly Christians, marked the day yesterday with church services across the country. Speaking to GH1 News, the Metropolitan Archbishop of Accra, Most Reverend Gabriel Palmer-Bakul, urged Christians to improve on their understanding of God's love by sharing in the joy of the season. Preparation for Christmas can be a lot of work, with pressure of gifts buying, sending greeting cards, decorating homes, cooking, attending parties, cleaning up, and many more. Yet, the season is incomplete without the main purpose of celebrating the birth of Christ, to show love.
God so loved the world that he came down himself in the person of Jesus Christ, because we know that Jesus is God. You see the point? Jesus did not only come, he also improved upon our understanding of God's love. And Jesus would say, no greater love has anyone than to lay down his life for his friends.
The Metropolitan Archbishop of Accra, Most Reverend Palmer-Bakul, used this opportunity to wish all a Merry Christmas and charged Ghanaians to mark this Christmas with a difference by sharing with the needy to honor the mystery of God's love for humanity.
We Christians are being called upon by the Lord to make the world a better place. How can we make it a better place? By following in the footsteps of Jesus Christ. Humility, love, and selfless service. So my prayer is that every Ghanaian in the coming year, 2018, if all of us will try to live this Christ-like love, I'm sure Ghana will be a better place.
Also, the General Overseer of Harvest International Ministry, Reverend Fitzgerald Odonko, has encouraged all to train children to live a Christ-like life, since Christmas is all about the love, joy, and hope.
Christmas Day is also a special day for the children, because we are focusing on the Christ child. Let us remember the children in our nation. Let us remember the children in our vicinity, especially those that are less privileged. Let Christmas bring light. Let Christmas bring joy. Let Christmas bring hope to them.
The Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, on Christmas Day donated an amount of 10,000 cedis together with 100 bags of rice, a giant bull and 200 cartons of assorted drinks to the Tshi Orphanage in Accra. According to the Vice President, the gesture is to make celebrating the birth of Christ more inclusive. Christmas is sometimes a very sad season in orphanages, as many children hope that their wishes will come true and that perhaps someone will come to visit to at least give them that priceless warm hug. Too many times, this is not the case, and Christmas can be a lonely time for them. But for inmates of the Tshi Children's Home here in Accra, this year has rather been housewarming and full of goodies. It's a busy time as caretakers engage in serious pounding and cooking just to make this year's Yuletide a memorable one. Gifts, big and small, all are coming in for the little ones. I can see that this year the celebration will be massive because right behind you I'm seeing a giant cow that has been tied to the tree there. How do you intend to consume all of that?
Wow, this is very big. You know, we'll start by today, and then the next year to come we'll eat, drink and enjoy the Christmas and the New Year too as well.
The festive feeling also hangs thick for the over 40 orphan children who presently reside at the Tshi Orphanage.
When it's getting to Christmas, after that one, there's always that you see people coming in here, and they don't just come, but people sometimes come and then they give a little tips, money and all stuff. Because of that, we are really happy when it's Christmas.
What do you know about Christmas?
I know that it's time to share and it's time to share your love to others.
Okay. And so what are you expecting from people who are not living in this home, outsiders?
I want them to come and enjoy with us.
Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who came to FET with the children, said the Nanado-led NPP government remains committed to the well-being of the underprivileged in the Ghanaian society.
It is very important that as we celebrate, we think about those who are less fortunate than ourselves. And when you come to an orphanage such as this, you know that the people who are set up this orphanage, Mr. and Mrs. Parker, 1st May 1995, that this orphanage opened. They've sacrificed so much and continue to sacrifice so that they can bring some joy into the lives of the orphans.
Dr. Mahmoud presented an amount of 10,000 cedis, 100 bags of rice, a fat bull, and 200 cartons of assorted drinks. Blessing, an inmate of the orphanage, had a Christmas message for the Vice President, together with the entire NPP administration.
The President, Father of the whole nation, Father of the fatherless, by wisdom, you have attained this prestigious office. We pray you rule by this same wisdom. You have been distinguished amongst your peers, for you are silver tongue. The nation saw a light in you. They didn't just put you there, they believe in you. Don't let them down. They trust you to do it. They expect you to live above reproach and be a mentor to others. As a president, never abuse your office. Don't be a rough diamond, for you will let people down if you should do so. Instead, see it as a great opportunity to make your country the best among the lot. Fight against corruption, for it destroys a nation. Be lion-hearted and be on the level.
The Tshi Orphanage was established some 21 years ago and so far has over 40 inmates. Government has assured of adequate support for caretakers and orphanage centers in Ghana. According to Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, steps are being taken to address all major challenges affecting those centers. He made this known after he toured some centers on Christmas Day.
The vice president made the pledge when he made some donations to the Osu Children's Home, Tshi Orphanage and the Wager Leprosarium. He revealed the Nana Akufo-Addo-led government is conscious of the fact that it will be measured by the Ghanaian people on how well it took care of the less privileged in society. To that end, the government will direct much more attention to the caretaker centers and children's homes in the country to ensure that the standards of living and caregiving are lifted.
They need your continued care and support. Government on its part will provide continued care and support to the extent that we can. This is a cause that I believe we should all fight together. We can use the good offices that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has made possible to support and make sure that we can enhance the welfare of lepers in Ghana.
Father Campbell, who is the manager of the Wager Leprosarium, welcomed the gesture.
We are very, very grateful that you've come here today and that you've picked this group out as some people that need assistance in every way. The support they get from the government, they're on the LEAP Fund. They're on the LEAP Fund and they get that 30 cedis a month to help them. And I want to say thank you to the government and also to thank all their benefactors and friends who've helped them over the years, who've come here regularly to give them money, to give them food and give them support. We are very, very grateful.
All three centers visited by the vice president received, amongst other things, 100 bags of rice, 200 cartons of soft drinks, 1 cow and 10,000 Ghana cedis each.
Over 80 vendors stocking a wide variety of local and foreign products marketed their products at Ghana's most celebrated marketing event, Salewa Xmas Market. The pop-up market event had more entrepreneurs as well as selling their products at the cheapest and of course affordable price.
The atmosphere could best be described as colorful as several vendors assembled under one roof with their respective brands to sell at cheap prices. The program's coordinator, speaking to GHToday News, indicated that the annual event is to offer budding entrepreneurs in the country a platform to display their product and also network.
One of the very important things is creating that opportunity for people to market their business. There are a lot of young Ghanaian entrepreneurs, as you can see over here, and it's important that at every point in time they have places that they can market and sell their products.
A pleasing spectacle of items ranging from traditional fabric, African wear, cosmetics among others were on display. Anita Kito, a vendor who sells exquisite handmade bags, in an exclusive interview with the GH1 News team, shared her excitement. She also highlighted some challenges with marketing locally made products in Ghana.
The patronage is quite interesting for people who are looking for unique items, who are looking for handmade items. They love our products and they buy it. But mostly we get a lot more foreigners purchasing our items, because sometimes, unfortunately, locally they think some of these things are cheap and they do not appreciate the fact that a lot of effort goes into it and these items are handmade.
The coordinator noted with much optimism that 2018 other regions in the nation will experience the Salewa market rush as well.
It's not limited to just Accra. I can tell you there are vendors that are outside of Accra and are taking part in this very important event. And so we are not limiting ourselves to Accra. We are going to spread a Salewa message to the entire country and provide the opportunity for other vendors too as well.
The annual pop-up event is organized each year to promote harmony amongst entrepreneurs as well as provide them with a platform to network to augment their business brands.
Now, we heard the Vice President earlier talking about making this year's celebration of Xmas very inclusive. And so we also decided to get a few shots on how children living with a neurological condition called Cerebral Palsy also marked the day yesterday.
The President, in an interaction with GH1 News team, indicated that early intervention can help persons living with cerebral palsy to improve and live an independent life.
Our main stake is to continue to create the awareness about the issue of cerebral palsy. That is just one of the various health challenges that we have in this world, be it visual impairment, be it speech impairment, be it autism, etc.
The Yuletide Hangout for children living with cerebral palsy brought together parents with special needs kids and normal kids to interact and have fun. It was also to dispel the stigma associated with cerebral palsy.
Here, the so-called normal families here, kind of in an effort to mingle with the cerebral palsy families so that we can begin to work towards, if possible, a stigma-free society. I know there is no such thing as a perfect society or a perfect world, but we can only start from somewhere, and it can only get better once we keep at it.
Besua Dawuna Hammond, who heads the Pumpkins Foundation, says they will continue to advocate for socially inclusive projects to benefit all special needs children.
Going into next year, 2018, we're looking at monthly community engagement, so that we're going to be moving into various communities with, experts or people who are, trained to take care of these children because they have special needs, to see exactly how best that we can engage parents or caregivers, in the best ways of taking care of these children, and as well get them to share with us exactly what, themselves they think that we can do to help better their lot.
How is your closet looking like for this Yuletide? Well, whether you will spend the season in church, parties, or even at home, you have to look the part. But is there an appropriate look for Christmas? We bring you this report.
Dressing up means you avoid very casual clothing like the jeans and the sneakers. If you're going for a Christmas party, you don't do casual. It's a dressing up thing. So dress shirts and pants and shoes, bow ties and suits. Beautiful fabrics like the velvets and the satins, things that glitter, that's got a bit of shine in them. So for the gentlemen, they could use those fabrics for their ties, their bow ties, their handkerchiefs, and all of that, and you look great.
Miss Nancy is a style coach, and she says the season is a joyous one, which requires a fashionable tone. In her own words, a good opportunity to look classy and not trashy. Christmas is here, the day that marks the birth of Jesus Christ and is celebrated across varied cultures of the world differently based on religious practices and superstitions. In Ghana, the festive season presents a busy schedule for shop owners and fashion designers, among others. Most people, particularly women, go in for new outfits for the Yuletide. The kids aren't left out as they relish the opportunity to get new clothes. But do people still shop exclusively for the Christmas period?
Well, I bought a new dress. I didn't sew. I bought one for Xmas and then New Year.
I didn't sew any dress anyway. But I just bought some few things for my wife and children. Yes.
And how many do you get for them?
Well, actually I'm traveling, but I've gotten one. I have 2 kids and a wife, 3 kids and a wife, so I just get one thing for them.
For me, dear, man kasa dear mean pam bibia mean to bibia, but me won kwala. In kwala no na my preparation towards the Christmas am.
Oh, I get it like 60 Ghana. But if it was not Xmas, I'll get it at least 4 to 5.
So like how many dresses did you get in all?
Oh, I get like 4.
While you shop for Christmas, don't forget about the New Year. According to the style coach, the switch to the New Year must be fantastic with an additional touch to your wardrobe.
For the New Year, I would ask everybody declutter your wardrobe. That way you get to see how many things you will have that are good still for the office, good for special occasions, and the things that you need to buy as you go into the new year. These days we don't have too much money to spare. So when you are shopping, you will shop for things that you need. You only get to know the things you need when you go through your wardrobe and declutter. Let go of the things that are probably too tight on you, probably too big on you now, things that you've not worn within the last 2 years. Just let them go.
We can now go to the international front and talk about the Liberia elections. And we know the Liberians are to choose a new president in a runoff vote between Vice President Joseph Boakai and former international footballer George Weah. Mr. Weah, 51, won the first round but did not secure the required 50% of the vote for an outright victory. The second round of voting to succeed Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was delayed because of legal challenges. Liberia, which was founded by freed U.S. slaves in the 19th century, has not had a smooth transfer of power in 73 years. Polls across Liberia will open at 8 GMT and close at 18 GMT. More than 2 million people are eligible to cast their ballots. Up next, we'll bring you the weather update. All right, and that'll be it for today's edition of GHToday News. My name is Ridwan Karim Dini Osman. Your Royals will be back with some more. Do stay.